Welcome to JD's Prep. In this problem, we are told to write the first 5 terms of the recursive sequence defined below, in which a1 is equal to 0, and for any other term, an is equal to 2 times an minus 1, so the previous term, squared minus 1. Now for recursive sequences like this, we want to think of the expression that we have for an as a set of rules for us to follow to get from one term to the next. For this sequence, we were told already that the first term of the sequence is a1 equals 0. So that's already going to be the first term we want to use. Then, for a2, we follow the instructions given by the an formula, which says we take 2 times the previous number, which in this case is 0, squared minus 1. If I simplify that down, 0 squared is 0, 2 times 0 is 0, so I have 0 minus 1, which is negative 1, the next term in the sequence. For a3, I'm going to do the same thing, except now I'm going to plug in the negative 1 that we just got. So following those rules again, we have 2 times negative 1 squared minus 1. Negative 1 squared is 1, so we have 2 times 1 minus 1, which is 2 minus 1, which is 1. Then for a4, do the same thing, except now I'm going to plug in the positive 1 that we just got for a3. So we'd have 2 times 1 squared minus 1, which is 2 times 1 minus 1, which is 2 minus 1, which is 1. And then do it one more time for a5. But since a3 and a4 ended up being the same, a5 is also going to end up being the exact same value. So for our first 5 terms, we have a1 equaling 0, a2 equaling negative 1, and then a3, a4, and a5 being positive 1. So to find these terms of a recursive sequence, no matter what the formula itself is, start with the first term that's given, or the first terms that might be given. You might have more than one. And then follow the rules that are described in the formula to find the other terms.